Alrighty, traders, good afternoon, good morning, good evening, and welcome to, yes it is, once again, the Pip Grabber Trading Show. I want to go ahead and make sure that everyone is having a great week so far. I know it's just the beginning of the week, but of course we have to get excited about Thanksgiving coming up on Thursday. A lot of eating going down. Alright, traders, we're going to get started on the show today. The show today is all about grabbing 20 pips out of the market. That's what we're looking for, is 20 pips out of the market. So my name is Gary Fickard. I will be your host. We'll go ahead and get the show started right now. Howdy traders, and welcome back. And yes, we are absolutely kidding. I'm actually looking at the results at the moment right now on our trade copier, and our trade copy is knocking it out of the park. We are doing so well at the moment right now. It is actually pretty funny. Well, let me go ahead and show you and see what we got here. And again, this is insane, the amount of returns that we're making at the moment right now. We're at 10.92% so far on our trade copier. If you want to go ahead and find out more details about the trade copier, check out the description below. All the details are below. There's a lot of stuff in the description below. The trade copier, the results, how to monitor that stuff, looking at the trading tools that we use, how to get access to that is all in the description below. Check it out. You may want to get you may want to go ahead and take a look at that. Now, if you take a look at the results that we've been generating pips over the last 11 months, take a look at the pip generation. It has been absolutely killer. I mean, we're looking at an average of about 1,000. I'm going to go ahead and say an average of about 1,000 pips every month that we've generated over this period of 11 months. In fact, I lie. It's actually more than that, because we've closed out almost 16,000 pips in a month and 11, or at least let's call it 10 and a half months, because we haven't even completed this month yet. So about 10 and a half months. In 10 and a half months, we have gone ahead and created almost 16,000 pips over this period. Pretty good results so far, pretty solid returns. This month, you can see this month we're at 11%. It hasn't been updated down below here, but we are at 11% already this month, so doing pretty well. Now, that's no different to what we're doing here inside this session. This session, we are looking at trade opportunities that we're going to go ahead and look to trade, and it's all about picking up those setups that are going to give us a 20 pip grab. Now, the trade copier is going to be automatically placing trades for you throughout the night, so you don't have to do anything if you are subscribed to the trade copier. But if you're following me in this trading session, then what we're going to do is we're going to do some manual trades, and there's a big difference between fully automated, all right, fully automated with the trade copier, or just doing some manual trades that I'm doing right now. Now, the tools I'm using is going to be available pretty soon. I'm telling you right now, it's going to be very soon. And to be able to get the details of when that is going to be released, check out the description below to be able to get those details. Now, while you're down below, make sure you go ahead and smash the like button, but also go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed already. Now, we are broadcasting on different platforms: Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, YouTube channels, of course, Twitch. So what I want you to do is make sure that if you're not subscribed to either the FxBigDog trading channel or the Traders Network channel, this is the YouTube channel, make sure you subscribe to those channels, because we are going to move away from the other platforms and only broadcast on the YouTube channels very soon. It's coming up very soon. All right, and I want to make sure that you guys get heads up on that. All right, so with that being said, with all the announcements being released now, let's go ahead and take a look and see at what's going on with the market and how can we take advantage of these setups. So let's go ahead and take a look and see what's going on right here with the market and how we can take advantage of the opportunities. Now, I know that there's a lot of traders that are in on the euro trade, and maybe even on the US dollar Canadian trade. So we are currently right now, just so that you know, in the trade copier, we are currently buying euro US dollar, and we are selling US dollar Cad. So remember, there are two US pairs, right? Two US pairs. So, and what we are banking on is a weaker dollar. Now, I know that over the last few weeks, we have seen some stronger US movement. Let's take a look at the dollar index and take a look and see what can we anticipate out of the dollar setup. So let's go to the dollar index chart right here and get a quick look at dollar index. Traders, it is very close. Take a look over here. See this previous, the previous low right here? I'm going to go ahead and draw in a line here across there. That is showing us that we have resistance here. All right, there it is there. We have resistance there that is now becoming, support there, my bad. Hey, it is Tuesday, start of the week, give me a break. We have a good level of support right about here that's becoming a good level of resistance over there. And so we're expecting dollar to fall. This is a 4-hour time frame. We've gone ahead and broken above the trend line, but we're looking for price to go ahead and move back down south. If I look at the oscillator below, we're getting somewhat divergence here on the oscillator, not totally confirmed yet, but we do see that we are anticipating price to go ahead and fall back down south. Now, if I go over here and take a look, we haven't taken out any lows, right? So we haven't got the confirmed signal yet. But take a look at this rising wedge here. We got a huge rising wedge right here, and this is a good sign that price is going to possibly go ahead and fall south right here. So hold on. I just had a session on this computer, and my mouse is giving me absolute headache right now. I got to go ahead and change this mouse out. So with Black Friday, hopefully I get a good deal on a mouse. Yeah, save a couple of bucks, you know what I'm saying? All right, so here we go. I just wonder who I'm going to have to punch out to get that $2 discount. Man, Black Friday is all about discounts. All right, so let's take a look right here. I'm only kidding, by the way. We have a good rising wedge right here. And with the rising wedge, we're now going to expect price to go ahead and fall to the downside. All right, so we're going to expect the price to move to the downside. Now we've got a trader right here that says here, and I got to address this. This manual trades should put stop losses or do some as Pip Grabber strategy. Okay, none of my setups involve stop losses. Just want to go ahead and put it out there. Now, if you want to go ahead and put stop losses on your trades, that's up to you. Remember, I'm not telling you what to do. I'm telling you what I'm doing, and you can decide how you want to go ahead and trade it. This is not trading advice. This is just educational. This video is all about educational stuff, right? So giving you educational stuff about what I'm doing and how I'm finding success. How you want to trade is up to you. Now, you might ask the question, well, Big Dog, whoa, no stop losses? I was born and learned from the early stages that stop losses are important. Do you know what's very important, traders? You know what the most important thing is? Is equity management. All right. Now, equity management might say, well, that's part of having stop loss to protect your losses. Well, sometimes your stop losses actually can be your worst enemy. Now, listen, stop loss can be your worst enemy. If you are placing your stop loss at the wrong places, then you're just going to eat into your margin. Now, I'm not going to go ahead and talk about stop losses and how to be able to place it and where to place it. That's not what the session's about. But I'm just saying this strategy that I use at the moment right now, I really reduce my risk to accommodate opportunities to enter more into the position because I'm banking on what happens 99% of the time. 99% of the time, the markets are moving in waves, and we're trading those waves. And what we're doing here in the manual trading is we're looking for support and resistance, and we are going to be buying support and resistance. That's what we're going to be doing. Buying support and resistance. That's what we do. Now, let's go ahead and take a look right here. We've got a trade right here is record this month, right? Yeah, I'm not sure what that meant. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look over here and let's see if we got a setup that we can go ahead and address this morning that we can go ahead and trade. So before I get into trade, I just want to say this. The dollar index is expected to fall south. So if you're in on the euro US dollar with a buy, if you're in on the US dollar Canadian on a sell, I believe, because I'm in those trades, that we're good to go. All right, we're going to make our profits. We're going to get out of those trades, and we're going to be okay. Everything is going to be okay. All right. So just to hang around, stick around. Things are going to be okay in that area. All right, let's go take a look. Oh, we got a lot of traders in today. All right, fantastic, great stuff. All right, so let's go take a look and see what is the opportunity that we have that we can go ahead and get in right away. And that's important right here. We want to make sure that we can get in the trade. So let's go to our setups right here, and let's start off with Aussie Cad. Now, notice I always look at the 4-hour time frame, right? Always look at the 4-hour time frame as I go ahead and break it down. And there's nothing wrong with just going ahead and doing some housekeeping and just cleaning up the trades right here, just so we can see what trade we got going, or at least what trade we want to get in on right here. So I'm going to do some housekeeping over here. And what I'm going to go ahead and look at right now is a bigger setup. Okay, so let's see here. So we've got price here. It looks like we're range bound a little bit right here, doesn't it? Looks like the market's range bound between the tops and the bottom right here. Here is the top of the range. This might be the top of the range right here, actually. Here's the bottom of the range. And so we're looking for price to go ahead and work its way back up to the top of the range right here. Now, we do have oversold conditions here on the oscillator. And that's why we have the sell-off right here. So do we see price maybe going south and breaking further down south? Well, that's a possibility here too. So let me see here. Let me take a look at the overall picture here. Overall picture on the Aussie. Oh, Aussie Cad's actually looking to chase after this level right down here. So we're actually overall bearish on Aussie Cad. Let's put in a little trend line here just so that we look intelligent. And this trend line, if I draw it across right here, this is where the correct placing is of the trend line. So yeah, we need to take out that low before I can make any adjustments to the trend line. So that's the trend line we have so far. So we are trading on the right side of the trend line, which means that we've got to take out that low. Oh, hang on, wait a minute. We did take out the low. See why I need to do some housekeeping? Yeah, we did take out the low, so I can make an adjustment to the trend line. There it is there. Okay, cool. All right, so now we need to take out that low in order for price to go ahead and move down. So let's go into the details here. So yeah, we have wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now price is starting to work its way back down. Okay, so traders, I believe that we're moving out of this wave 4 right here, this larger wave 4. Let me go ahead and mark it down so you can see what I'm looking at. So we have a wave 1, 2, 3, wave 4 right here. So this is a wave 4 right here. So this is the top of the wave 4. And so that means that we are in a range, and wave 4 can be range bound. And we're looking for price to go ahead and break further down south, right? And if it breaks further down south, what's going to happen? We're going to look for price then to chase after the fifth wave, all right? And so we should be looking for some sell-offs to the downside. Let's go ahead and do this. So let me go ahead and clean up house right here. Did a lot of cleaning up, because now my focus at the moment right now should be on a bearish sell-off. So I don't want to look at anything other than a sell. So let's take a look over here. So if I'm looking for a sell because I'm expecting price to go ahead and move further down south towards this level right here, then I got to pay attention to the downward swings going down right here and see where we can get to. So let's do that. Let's go ahead and check this out. So we've got a wave going from there to there. That's wave 1. All right. Then we have a wave 2 from here. And it looks like we came all the way down here. Oh, snap. Look at that. Okay, so this makes things it a lot more interesting right here. So we have, let's see here. We've got wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now price is probably trying to work its way back up to that level. So that means we should be thinking bullish towards that level right here. Now, what am I thinking about US oil? Well, I do think that US oil is going to weaken, and if US oil is going to weaken, that means that Aussie Cad should rally. Now, we also got some news announcements coming out this evening that's going to be pretty important for the Aussies, and that is the fact that the New Zealand rate decision, they're expecting to raise the rates 25 basis point to 0.75. Now, that will affect the Aussies because the Aussies tend to follow suit. So, which means that we may get some stronger movement in, or it could be putting pressure on the Aussie as we go into tonight's session. Now, the markets could be choppy, and that's great for us because I don't mind if the market moves in a 20 pip range and spikes up and down because we can still make profit because all we're looking for is 20 pips. So I don't mind that either. But I do know this, though, that there's going to be spread widening. So now New Zealand Cad, we may not want to look at New Zealand Cad and trade that because if we do trade it and the spreads are wide, we're not going to make anything because that's what happened last time. The spreads get so wide that we don't even get into any trades. The market moves on all these different directions and we just get beat up. So we may not go ahead and trade the New Zealand Cad just because of the news announcement at 8 p.m. this evening. So just keep that in mind as well as we go ahead and check that out. Now, just give me 1 second here, traders, while I just make one little update. I'm running my studio here, and I just got to do. All right, there we go. We're back. All right, so let's do this. I'm going to go ahead and take a look over here. And where's my... Let me go ahead and take a look here. We've just closed out a bunch of trades, by the way. We just closed a bunch of trades on some of the pairs. But let's take a look right here. I'm going to say that I'm going to anticipate price to move up to this level right here. Oop, let me do this. There it is there. This is going to be, and I'm going to mark this off, this is going to be my fourth wave target. Okay? So that's going to be my fourth wave target right here. Now, what I'm going to do here is, I'm going to mark that off, but what I'm going to do here is, I'm going to go down to a lower time frame. I want to take a look at this market action that we're seeing right here. So let's go to the actually I'm going to go to the 15-minute time frame. Let's take a look at the 15. So here is wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Price comes and takes out wave 4. That's beautiful. We got wave 1. So let's take a look over here from this low. We got wave 1. All right, and I'm missing something because we had a pullback right here, so which means that this is going to be my larger wave right here. All right, so we got the large wave 1 right here, pulled back. Oh, it looks like we're range bound on this one right here. Yeah, we look like we're range bound on this. Interesting. And if we're range bound, then price is going to come back to test this low again. And if that's going to be the case, then what is these swings doing here on the top? Let me see here. 1, 2, 3, 4. You know what I'm going to do, traders? I'm going to buy Aussie Cad. Now, I believe my trade copy is selling Aussie Cad at the moment right now, and it's sold at 91.64. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go ahead and buy Aussie Cad with the expectation the price is going to go up to this wave 4 at 92.48. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy, and again, if it does go down further, let's just take a look right here. How much further can it go? And what will that mean for me? 36 pips, 38 pips, 51 pips down there. Okay. I've got an oversold condition here as well. Let's see if I'm going to chase after 20 pips. Where would that take me? Back up to the highs up there. Yeah, if this market's going to stay range bound, then I'll probably see it touching this level right here, and then here is the top of the range. Well, we got triple bottoms right here, so if it's going to go up, it's going to go up to test that level, at least that level, but we know that the target is 92 and change up here at the top. So even if it goes up to that level, we're looking for price to move up about 53 pips. If it goes down south, it's going to drop down 38 pips, but I'll enter every 25 pips, so I should be good to go. All right, cool. I'm going to go ahead and enter long, and I'm going to buy the Aussie Cad right here. I'm going to buy Aussie Cad. Okay. So I'm long right now, Aussie Cad. And by the way, if you want to check out the Telegram channel, check out below. You'll see the Telegram channel. In the Telegram channel, these trades are actually being implemented. You'll see the orders. It'll come through. You'll get your signal that we've gone long on Aussie Cad right now on that position. So I'm long on Aussie Cad right now. And let's go ahead and take a look at the next setup. Let's go to New Zealand Cad. Oh, I said I was going to stay aside on New Zealand Cad, right? But I'm going to be honest with you. We've been looking and tracking this New Zealand Cad, and I'm still thinking New Zealand Cad bullish right now. I'm still thinking New Zealand Cad bullish. With the rate decision and with him raising rates this evening, I'm still going to think bullish on New Zealand Cad. Now, I'm going to stand aside just because of the news announcement coming out this evening on their rate decision. Because if they decide to keep the rates unchanged, that might be a different move in the market. I know that if I look at the way the markets are waving at the moment right now, that is a very good chance that price is going to go ahead and break north, because we are looking for a target up here, and that's priced at around about 98.54. So it does look like, you know what? Screw that. I'm going to trust my technical analysis right here. All right. And because we're at this bottom right here, I'm going to trust this, and I'm going to buy New Zealand Cad. I'm going to buy New Zealand Cad, and I'm going to go long New Zealand Cad. So I'm going to go New Zealand Cad long, and I'm going to buy at the current price as we're at right now. Let's go take a look over here. Let's go take a look at US Dollar Cad. Now, there are traders that are still long on still short on US Dollar Cad. I like the US Dollar Cad sell-off. I'm going to go ahead and clean up house here and just do some housekeeping here quickly. You can see that we've got a lot of indication right here that price is going to fall back down. We've had a little bit of bearish movement right here. I think we're at an extreme overbought condition on the US Dollar Cad. I'm going to go ahead and sell US Dollar Cad. So US Dollar Cad right here. And you notice that once I've done a little bit of analysis on some of the pairs, it's very quick for me to make a decision on the other pairs because I've already got the information already. So selling on US Dollar Cad right here. Go ahead and get in on US Dollar Cad. And then let's go to take a look at another pair. Now, Denise says, "Good decision. Wait until after the news tonight." Well, Denise, I've gone ahead and traded it. All right, I'm going to trust my analysis. Okay, I'm going to trust my technical analysis. Let's go ahead and the great thing about trading news, but with the strategy that we're using, is that we're trading a cost averaging approach. So even if the market does go ahead and break down, there's going to be some pullback. We should see a 20 pip, even with the news report. The only thing that does concern me is, of course, spread. What is the broker going to do with regards to the spread? Because it's 8 p.m. in the evening, which means the markets are already thin with trading. Liquidity is thin. And so spreads might be a little bit wider than what we're hoping for. And so it may be that we'll have to go ahead and chase after 30 pips just because of a 10 pip spread that we might see. So it is what it is. All right, so I'm going to sell US Dollar Cad. Did we sell US Dollar Cad? Yes, we did. Okay, sorry, my bad. So let's go to Euro. Let's take a look at Euro US Dollar. Traders, we've been selling Euro US Dollar for a long time, but the one thing that we did notice is that we did hit the support down here. Now, if you look at a lot of our trades, a lot of our setups that we've had set up already, you'll notice that we have already gone ahead and created, all right, already created some buy opportunities last week. Last week we were buying, looking for our 20 pip grabs, and we've been getting our 20 pips out of that trade. So we've been doing pretty solid on that. In fact, if I go to the live account and I go to the history down below right here, let's take a look at the history, and we'll see here that we captured. See if I go ahead and do last week. Hang on. I got to do, let's go ahead and customize this. And let's just pull up last week's trading. And we look over here, last week's trading. Take a look right here. Okay, there we did sell. We sold the euro US dollar there. And then let's take a look and see where we picked up another trade on that. Yeah, we went and bought. We went and bought euro US dollar right here. Okay. Let's see what else we got here. Then we took another buy. Then we took another buy on euro US dollar right here. And here we took another buy on euro US dollar right there. And then here we took on two more buys right here. Euro US dollar, actually three buys on euro US dollar. We did end up taking profit overall on that. So we end up taking profit on that trade right there as well. So we definitely have been taking, making trades and taking profit from that. Now I've just realized something. I just realized something that here's the euro US dollar setup right here. Let me just make sure that my setup is correct. Let's see here. Yep, should be 20. I wonder why it will show me 24 pips. Huh, interesting. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and buy. We're going to go ahead and buy euro US dollar. All right, so we're in. We're long on euro US dollar. So we're selling US dollar CAD. I'm long euro US dollar. I am long on New Zealand CAD, and I'm long on Aussie Cad. All right. Last currency pair we're going to go ahead and review is the Cad Swiss. Let's take a look at the Cad Swiss and see if we've got something setting up on the Cad Swiss. Let's go to Cad Swiss. And the Cad Swiss is currently right now, let's see here. We're in this down wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We're still looking for price to go drop back down here. Hasn't quite got to that level. It tried to, but it hasn't got that to that point yet. Now, if I'm going to expect oil prices to fall, then Cad Swiss should be a no-brainer, and we should be selling Cad Swiss, right? So let me take a look here. If I go down to the 1 hour, that's not giving me a lot of information here. Let's go back to the 4 hour. We got the oscillator in the oversold condition right here. We've got support about there. All right, if the market's going to move quiet today, where could we see? Yeah, I think I'm going to stand aside on Cad Swiss right now. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to use the Cad Swiss as a hedge between a hedge against the Aussie Cad and the New Zealand Cad. So what I may want to go ahead and do on this is I might want to go ahead and look to buy, because I'm looking over here and I'm seeing that we had a support level here that seems to be holding. Here we have resistance up at the top here. Prices come off the support. So we've got possible 50 pip rally to the upside right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bank. And if we do move down south right here, let me see how far it can go. 32 pips. I don't mind getting in on another trade on that either, if it does go a little lower. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and use this as a hedge and buy Cad Swiss. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Jump in here. Cad Swiss. Let's buy Cad Swiss right here. All right, perfect. And you can see our target is just over there where that top of the range is as well. So I think we should be good on all of them. And also keeping in mind that Swiss franc is a safe haven currency pair, right? And so at the moment right now, as we look at the Swiss across the board, Swiss is losing ground. Swiss is losing ground, and if Swiss is losing ground, then we may see Swiss push the Cad Swiss bullish, even though the Cad may be losing ground. It's not losing as much as the Swiss. So we might have a battle between which one is weaker, and it may end up that the Swiss is weaker, so that's going to push Cad Swiss bullish. So I'm going to be happy with that setup right here. And so I'm going to go ahead and be long on that one too. All right, well, that pretty much wraps up the session for today. Hopefully everyone had a good time and picked up some trades. Once again, reminder, please make sure that you go ahead and subscribe to the channels, but also go ahead and smash the like button. That's the only thing I ask from you guys. I'll continue to do these videos, continue to do these sessions, bring out these trade opportunities. And by the way, we at the moment right now in our live sessions and all our manual trades that we've done so far in these live sessions, we have had 100% success rate. 100% success rate. So we're doing pretty solid on this. So these are good trade setups. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you have, make sure you go ahead and smash the like button. And I'll see everyone in the next session, which will be tomorrow. I'll see everyone in the next session as we go ahead and chase after some more profits tomorrow. All right, so we'll see how these trades play out. See you in tomorrow's session. This is FxBigDog signing off.